Owner of the Washington Commanders, Snyder says he will not sell the team. But this week, one other NFL owner signaled he may be willing to vote in favor of having him removed. Fox 5's David Kaplan live at FedEx Field, wrapping up a pretty busy NFL owners meeting. This is huge. The first owner to come forward publicly.
Well, certainly gathering a lot of headlines for sure. The Commanders didn't respond to our request for comment today, but they did respond to this yesterday. It was Indianapolis Colts Jim Irsay that said that he'd be willing to listen to whatever the final results are of an investigation and believes there could be merit to remove the Snyders as owners. Now, the team responding directly to that, calling Irsay's response or remarks unfortunate, saying they hope that he listens to all of the results at the end of the investigation. The team adamant that the Snyders did not do anything wrong. Now, Snyder also wrote a letter to owners outright denying an ESPN report last week that he told close associates he was gathering dirt on them, and the commissioner, quote, "that is patently false and intended to erode trust and goodwill between owners that I take quite seriously. I have never hired a private investigator, any private investigator, to look into any owners or the commissioner." Now, Ana Nunez is a former team employee. She says she was subjected to the hostile work environment. She's testified about this. She and other former employees remain outspoken, believing the Snyders have to go as an ultimate form of accountability. She says to hear another owner signal a willingness to potentially be one of 24 who have a vote to remove the Snyders was reaffirming, but says she looks forward to seeing the results of some of these pending investigations.
I think in our minds, we all knew it was going to take time. And I think that's what it's going to take. It's just a little bit more time. But to finally hear people publicly say it, I think that's another step.
All right, so let's talk about these investigations. Amy Dash is a sports law expert. She works for Odyssey Radio Network. She heard Irsay's comments specifically not as an automatic vote to remove, but as a commitment to hearing what the various investigations bear out. Irsay specifically mentioned protecting the league and its reputation. Dash thinks the current league investigation into the team, led by attorney Mary Jo White, she believes that's going to guide owners most, but adds that the other ones happening now matter too.
I think in terms of the owners deciding whether or not to vote Daniel Snyder out, they're going to rely on the Mary Jo White investigation and those findings, because that was conducted by the league. And then, of course, if anything happens with the DC Attorney General or with Congress outside, then that could also push their hands forward as well.
So certainly a bit of a wait-and-see perspective is what she thinks will be happening. The Mary Jo White investigation the NFL is conducting will be made public. Commissioner Roger Goodell has no update on the timing of that at the meetings yesterday. Back to you.
A man arrested, mistakenly released from jail.